Once again, the whole conspiracy would have been exposed. Of course, thank you to Great Designs, brought in 6 people that were watching on his stream instead of here, the friggin' bastards. But of course, thank you all the same coming aboard as the sax was just going absolutely crazy. But it's time for this next matchup. Instructions, please, on the left-hand side. Here's, of course, another one of our upstarts contenders for the championship in that upper half of our top contenders. And he is looking to continue working his way up the ranks. And he's looking to win in this grudge match here up against one of our hosts. He is the OPB 1 Pound Bobby. And on the right, his opponent, the aforementioned host. He is, of course, the founder here in the world of Tetris Friendlies. Formerly showing up week in, week out. It's finally getting back to that. We got some fun stuff coming from him this week. And perhaps even a win tonight. He is the Kingsman. Of course, we're talking about people that have recognized us, right? Bobby is offering up SPS. King says, nah, fuck that. So, oh my word. Yeah, he wants OG RNG. He's using his OG card. You can see he's using the OG card. Oh my word. All right. Well, OBB is ready to go. King is ready. Let us do this thing. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Of course, as they begin, and of course, Louis letting us know. Went to CTWC in 2019 and then was later recognized by some dude at a barcade. GD was recognized at a convention that he was at. Of course, probably, you know, it's like, are you Great Designs? Yeah, of course he probably, of course, as Ronkley said, yeah, absolutely responded with hell yeah. Yeah, you have to. Oh my word. But of course, welcome in Ronkley also. And of course, Mice is here. GG's to Yard Designs. Yeah, no, I don't think I've had anyone just, like, outside of Tetris recognize me as, you know, Burp Wizard. Like, like, obviously, like, I use that name when I'm playing other stuff, too, right? Like, but I can't imagine, you know, it's not, like, anything I'm as serious about as this, you know? All right, here we go. Tetris for Bobby. As we begin this one, we're about 30 lines through. 125 to 126. It is a neck and neck affair here on this Ronkley proclaimed Kaka stream. Listen, anything I do is either amazing, like absolutely god tier, or is totally cursed. So anything that I am involved in, that is just how it works. So, like, have you ever been here before? Like, come on. Of course, Madros is here. I believe he's been here for a little while. Did not get a chance to say hello, but of course, hello to Madros. Stay no late for this one. Of course, checking out the rest of the queue, see what else we got going on. Of course, after this, you're gonna get Louis and Yeehaw going one-on-one on the Ness Advantage. Right, they'll be both using that just for an interesting little spin. Got the Disadvantage. Of course, we see in the Hamburglar in just a little bit as well. Playing later than the 3rd spot. Can you believe it, guys? He's playing later than 3rd. So, yeah, so spoiler alert, it is possible sometimes for Ryan to play past spot number 3. Of course, he'll be taking on the fire-breathing dragon, 2-time upstart champ, Ian Keith. Those two will clash in just a little bit as well. As we kind of get towards the second half, of course, you're going to see lots of DAS tonight, overall. You're going to see Ampu and Bendy in what should be an exciting match to open up the second half. Of course, you'll see your Daily Dose of Marts. He takes on Richard Wolf. Noel and Eptis will do their rematch. For a match that I remember happening, but honestly forget the result of already. And of course, big main event tonight. The DAS Revolution and current Upstarts champ, the Maestro, will take on the Tap Revolution in Atcaster. Should be a very exciting, honestly an interesting match. More interesting than anything. I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing how that one goes. Also looking forward to seeing how this one goes here, as, I mean, we got ourselves a game here, right? We got a game going. 339 to 311. King's got the lead. At the moment here, as we are getting set to transition in about 30 lines for both players. Yeah, that's right. Of course, Maestro reminding us that match later will be an Illinois rematch. So, of course, yeah, that was a match that I did not have the pleasure of getting to watch, as I was caught up watching Silver Bracket, dude. I was watching the Silvers go at it. I was having a lot of fun with that. Watching GD on his historic run. I mean, only lost a single game the entire way through that bracket. Was just insane. Like that turned, like the narrative turned pretty quickly to, okay, this is GD's tournament to lose. So, I unfortunately did not catch most of that gold bracket after I was eliminated, but because I was just watching the Silvers. Of course. Not so fun right now, for the King at least, is this board. He's at 390, trying to navigate his way through this mess before we hit that 19 speed, and perhaps missed an opportunity to burn on the right with that T. But either way, board is lower. Missed a little bit. He will transition at 399. 470 here for OPB, so a pretty substantial lead. You did see a missed drop of an L piece from the King, but still able to get that cleaned up with relative ease. There we go. King getting this back down to the bottom. He's at 413, 480 for Bobby. King has another early shift of that J. Looking for something that right side. The L shows up, but is not going to be able to burn enough. 416. The final score, and at 534, Bobby will be good. We'll take the 1-0 lead. Of course, everybody's talking about the NES advantage. Like, wow. I didn't know what that was. That looks awful. Well, there was a night where I was doing better than that than I was with rolling. So I mean, you know, it's really weird. It's weird trying to use it. It's almost like playing an actual arcade version of Tetris the Grandmaster. Like, not on your Switch, right? Not on your Switch, like, but an actual like arcade cabinet. Because there is actually an arcade near me that has that specific version. Somehow get its plug into the NES, yeah, literally. I mean, you'd have the NES advantage, right? You'd have the NES advantage at that point. gonna Mullen, but realized the base was not good. Yeah, well, been there. Also been in this situation here where we're in a game 2. I think most of us have been there. At least I would hope so. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. That was not a good segue. I'm slacking, guys. I gotta apologize. I am slacking on actually having decent segues. Talking it's easier to quick tap with the joystick. I don't know if I agree, actually. In my experience, anyway. In my limited experience, I don't know that I agree. I will say that something I learned hanging out with like Josh and, Jakey Winks, both who use the dog bone controller. King was just very high up there. I kind of stopped that train of thought because I was watching him get up very high, but smartly took the burns, got a Tetris in, so we're fine. We can continue this story. I've been watching, been hanging out with those guys, who use the dog bone. I tried it out myself, and I did kind of notice that it was, for me, slightly easier to actually hit a quick tap on that, I felt, than on, the normal controller. But I also didn't want to completely switch controllers, right, while I was playing DAS. I'm like, gonna use what I know. Like, I know how to use this. I know how to do it. But if you are struggling with quick taps, perhaps dog bone controller could be a crutch. I was not paid to say that. In fact, I'm hardly paid at all, but of course, that is not the point. What is the point is that we are about 40 lines through this one to begin. We got 69,000 for OPB. Hey now with a misdrop and a Tetris. We'll go to 92,000. 159 for the King. OPB has got the J piece that had misdropped off the board now, but is kind of just dealing with the aftermath at the moment. Did have to kind of throw that Z earlier on over that right side, and in what is not a comfortable spot. Oh my, can you guys believe this guy talking about how easy quick taps are on the advantage? Oh my God. Who invited this guy here, right? And doesn't even know how to quick tap. Security, this one right here. Oh my God, the nerve of some people. Friggin' tapper over here. Oh my word. Oh my word. Of course, while we're making fun of Ronclay, of course, the V-time. King is looking to build up a lead here as Bobby's still trying to navigate his mess that he's got going on. Kind of had an awkward S placement there and then missed the T-spin that would have been helpful for him to burn his way out of that. Of course, he's at 132 right now, about 80,000 points behind, but the King barely gonna get a bar over that right side. And now is in a major situation himself. That left side, that L gonna have to work, and he's gonna have to flip the one upside down because he knew standing up L was not gonna get there. He is still not out of the woods. Trying to get some extra points in. He can't believe it. 242, the final score. Damn it. So there's your target, OPB. You need 243. So you have a chance. Can we see it? There's the bar for a dirty Tetris for the OPB. Needs about 2.5 more here. There's one there, 217. We need 243. One more and maybe some change. Let's see. There's Tetris. Yeah, so a couple more burns. 243. And he's gonna do it in style. Bang, Tetris. And at 263, that'll be more than enough. He'll take the 2-0 lead. I'm not known for respectable Tetris play. Oh my word. Yeah, right, yeah, don't throw the NES advantage. This is just a public service announcement as we get set to begin game number 3 of Super Kaka 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, right, of course, Alex T, yeah. I remember once in Gauntlet when Sidnev was finally able to defeat him in a narrow, I mean, it was a tight game. I don't remember specifically what happened. I remember it was very, very close. I think like Alex missed a chase down or something. I don't know, I'm sure Sidnev would remember better than me, but you know, Alex DM'd her a video afterwards of him just stomping on his controller. Was so mad. So mad at himself. It probably started working perfectly fine after that, though. Probably what happened. I'm kind of going aggressive here to begin, setting up in a column 4. Of course, Louis with the helpful insight. As long as King stops playing like Martz with the Martz play style, he'll be just fine. As will his controller, as of course the old Nintendo stuff, as Ian Keith will tell you, was meant to survive the apocalypse. Supposed to survive. I mean, surely it could survive, you know, nuclear fallout. Probably. Please do not test that theory. I don't wish to find out. Right? If any government entities are listening, please do not test that theory. But of course, what theory I would like to test here is the theory of King potentially putting something together here. Right now, he's looking good right now. 216 for him, 118 for the OPB, who is off to a bit of a slow start. Of course, people talking about a Game Boy surviving a nuclear, or not a nuclear, but just a bomb blast. Yeah, I mean, if that's real, I mean, that's amazing. Like, if that's actually real. Here we go. Tetris in for Bobby. He is looking to close this gap here. He's at 196, 272 for the host of the Friday Night Fights. But you know, maybe we need like places like, you know, the junkyard where they're like, where sometimes like they'll let you, you know, just destroy like a car that doesn't work anymore. Maybe we need that with Game Boys nowadays, right? Maybe that's another thing we need, right? Let people take out their frustrations, whether gaming related or not. Or if it's, you know, an impending divorce, right? I don't know your life story, but you know, take out your pent-up frustration. Just do it on the Game Boy. Do it on the Game Boy. Of course, Estrop with a donation, $3.45. That is an oddly specific amount, but an amount that I appreciate. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Oh man, in the meantime though, while we're talking about pent-up frustrations, I should also at some points, at various points in time, be talking about scores. Of course, right now, those happen to be 325 for OPB, 383 for the King. So Bobby has closed the gap just a little bit. It's about a 3 Tetris lead for the King right now. Yeah, that's right. Everyone would need refunds. Yeah, because the Game Boy would survive. Of course, welcome in also to Rev Up. It's in Rev Up those fryers. Hello. Game Boy did survive an IED blast in 1991. There you go. Online facts, courtesy of Rev Up those fryers. The rubber outer cover will melt. Oh my word. Oh God. All right, here we go. We're set to transition here. There's one for the King. He'll get there. 508, 407 for OPB. So starting to slip away in points just a little bit there. Of course, still very much in this. It's about a 100,000 point lead for the King. Are racing along, but of course, that tug of the J from the King kind of causing some problems for the subsequent pieces. Now is need of an L. We'll get it, but this board falling apart, does not get what he needs for the left side. And 538 is the final score. So Bobby, you have a chance to close it out right here. You need 539. A win for him would completely shut out the King on the day, as he did go 0-3 against GD as well, just before this program started. Though, in fairness, I'd like to think that he threw to put our show on time. We're 508. We need 31,000 more points. 539. There's a long breath. There's a Tetris. Couple burns will do it. He's gonna look to do it in style. Can we get a bar? And there it is. Bang Tetris. And at 565, the OPB will win this rematch of 3-1 or 3-0. Excuse me. GG's. And of course, let you play this out. Why the hell not? See what he can do. Let us see if he can close this out. If we can see some 29. Well, not some actual 29 play. I don't expect that much. But see if we can get there. Let's see if we can get there with a decent score. Here we go. We're at 690. Of course, Rev got the 1.3. Of course, congratulations there. That's a huge score. Huge. I've done that twice. It's been a while, but I have done that twice. It is no easy feat. It is no easy feat. Yeah, it's time to retire. Yeah, clearly. I mean, that's what I said after I maxed. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go for more. Cause like, let's go for more. OPB about it, 29. We are 8 lines away. Let's see, can we see what we can find here? Got one more Tetris available now. So it's looking like it's out of reach of that 900K, but you can get pretty close. Get pretty close here. There we go. There's a Tetris. 885 to close this one out. King wasn't beating that. No way. No how. OPB. He has done it. In a sweep. King completely shut out on the night. GG's.